Hey, welcome and happy Friday. I'm hoping these videos will, this video will help you a little bit about assignments and my expectations. So I've pulled up the sample example of the chapter 1 essential questions. And so you're going to see this is found in the assignment area. I know I put up a video earlier of how to find the assignments and where they're located. So it's under assessment and then assignments, and then you'll see week 1 and you'll have all of the folders listed. And within each folder, there's usually an attached Word document that you open, and then you can type right in to send me your responses. So if this was me and I was doing this work, I would see where it's the essential questions. I would put my cursor after the first question, and I would start to type my response in that area, and then I would go to the next one. I'm hoping yours isn't like I just did. It's actual words, but I kind of wanted to show you what I was looking for there. So you're going to see that there's questions. I encourage you to even have these questions out as you're reading the chapter so that maybe you could answer them as you go. It really will help you with the reading, help you know where I want you to focus some of your time and energy. And so here's a question on, do you think it's easier or harder to create learning opportunities when you begin with an understanding of children and their development, and tell me why. The rationale for you is basically the why. And within this, then you're going to tell me whether or not it's easier or harder, and then the why, and you'll also put on like maybe page 23. I'm not looking for specific quotes. I don't want you to retype the text in here. I want you to tell me your interpretation of the text, and then tell me what parts of the text you were using as you responded to this. My big thing in education is that there's not always one right answer. You could I could have been reading page 23 and that's how I would have answered it. You might have been reading page 32 and that might change how you respond to this. Neither is wrong as long as you can back it up and support it with the text that you were reading. So I want things in your own words, but your words are being shaped by what you read, and so you still need to give credit. So we're practicing citation, not officially with all of the right commas and documentation, but you're giving credit to where you got your ideas and support for your ideas that you're answering these questions with. So for every essential question, it would be like that, whether it be chapter 1 through chapter 17 that we have in this. You'll have 4 to 5 questions, maybe 6 questions each week. You'll answer them fully. Make sure if there's more than one question, so this one is, do you think it's easier or harder? And then tell me why. So you can't just write it's easier and be done. You need to tell me it's easier because, and then give me the explanation and the rationale. I'm not looking for 3 to 4 paragraphs. I am looking for complete answers, probably between 3 to 4 sentences for each, to make sure that I can understand what you're saying, and I can assess whether or not you're understanding what you're saying. The other things that we have going for this week is we have making a decision about the profession. This is specifically right from chapter 1, and it's in chapter 1 it does talk about the different roles we might play in children's lives in being an early ed. And so talk about any strengths or weaknesses you might have if you're called upon to do one of these particular roles. And then again, what are your personal attributes to being in the field? What are your things that you might bring as a person to bring positive interactions, preparing the environment, or working with adults? So again, just open up the Word documents, type right in them. And the other thing that we have due this weekend besides, so we have 2 essential questions. And chapters 1 and 2, we have the making a decision about the profession, and also the Schoolhouse Pioneers from the PBS website. So this link, which is also within the contact, I think it's in our content area, will take you to give you information on different innovators or influencers or theories around education. I want you to be thinking of the innovator, how they maybe influenced education as we see it today, and how do we see it today. So, like maybe if it was the person who started kindergarten, and how do we see that today? Do we still see it? There's some pioneers who started things and then they're no longer in practice because maybe people took what they did and changed it into something different today. So this is going to help you start to think about and reflect upon your own experiences as well, but you would potentially use some of this information as you're writing your final Why Teach paper as to some of the theories that stood out for you, some of the innovators and the people in the history of early ed and education in general that may shape how you want to be an educator. I hope this helps, and I hope that you are letting me know if you have any questions. I can always try to do additional videos to help clarify things again, or contact me whenever you need anything. Thanks.